Hi, I'm Raya, and this is Wondering About Wolves. Today, we're looking at the Wolves versus West Ham match review.
Yes, a disappointing 3-2 defeat at Molineux. So, what's first on the agenda?
It's the goals that were scored.
Well, there's a lot of goals to look at.
Yes.
Yes, I'll start talking us through them then.
So first, West Ham scored to make it 1-0. Lingard ran through the Wolves' defence way too easily.
Yeah.
We're too static in our play.
We're too easy to... When we defend in that 4, we always look a lot more weak.
We're shaking, we don't look steady.
We just don't look like we're set up to be stable. But with a 5 there, we always look a lot more solid. When we get to that back 4, people get at us so easily. And like you say, Lingard ran at us so easily and just like bypassed Saisu, who went past last of all, and Dendonka's running back. And he's right next to him there behind him. Just think, fetch him down. He's 35 yards out. Trip him over. Take a yellow card. Stop the counter attack. But no, he lets him run and run. He goes round Saisu like he had there and tucks it away.
It's
terrible.
Pathetic, And then it was 2-0 to West Ham. 4-0's too much space inside.
Yeah, well, this one, Lingard again was involved, kept it in, over by the corner flag, got round Semedo, and then he laid it off to somebody who crossed it to Fornells. And Fornells is just there in the middle of the box.
Like,
with all
someone
the space.
be with him.
Mark him. I mean, where's the communication? You got Say standing around, you got Neves by him, but neither one of them have put him up. You know, so he's got the freedom just to put it in the bottom corner. That's 2-0.
Yep. And then it was 3-0 to West Ham. Lingard again ran past way too many of our defenders. Again, it's the same story.
And then he passed it this time to Bowen.
Yeah, and then he scored.
And he scored with a left foot shot. But again, you're right, it comes from Lingard again. He's ran with the ball. We've got a bunch of players around him. At one time, there was 4 players around him. Neto was very close to him. Neves was very close to him. Now one of them put a tackle in. And he's just allowed to keep running and running. He slips it through to Bowen. Bowen hits it. And Patricio should save it.
He should,
And then you look at the goalkeeper beat on his near post again. It's another one of the list that we've had through the season of could Patricio save that?
Yeah,
could Patricio have done better than that? Well, I think Patricio will be disappointed with that. Add this one to that list. It's another one. So, bad defending for the 3rd goal, bad goalkeeping. But when we in this 4, defensively, we're in an absolute shambles. Teams can score at will almost against us in a back 4. We just look absolutely terrible defensively. Carry on.
Yeah, and then we was coming back. It was 3-1. We got another goal. We had some hope.
We had some hope,
maybe let's try and get
and it was just before half time.
Like a draw,
It was just before half time, so it was a good time.
Half.
A good time to score because it gets you right back in the game, ready for the start of the second half. And in fairness, when we do play with a 4 and we play with more attacking players like today,
we create
a lot. We look dangerous, but we're absolutely hopeless defensively. I mean, today, again, we've created so much. We've scored a couple of goals, we've had a lot of possession. I think we had something like 30 touches in the opposition penalty area and 20 attempts on goal. The last time we did that was against Albion, when again, we lost 3-2 because we were defensively awful. We cannot balance that system. With that system there, we cannot balance the defensive aspect of the game with the attacking aspect of the game. But anyway, back to the goal.
With this goal, Adama did a brilliant assist, ran from our own half through a few of them.
A few past. Went past a few of them.
A very good run and crossed it in, and then Donker did a very good header.
At last, he's got on the end of something and scored. Because he's been getting on the end of things for months. We're never scoring, but today he's finally done it.
He's actually got the ball.
And Adama's got an assist, and that's unfortunate they haven't got one before, because he's created chances before, and people have messed it up. People have missed the chances. That ain't his fault, he's created the chances, they've missed them. Today he's created another chance for somebody, and this time, finally, Dendonka's put it away. Brilliant run, brilliant cross on his left foot for Adama. So it was a really good goal that we scored. We're back in the game. Tell us about the next goal.
Then the last goal, it was a very good pass from Neto. Then a very good control from Silva, and then a good shot, and it was on target and went in the goal.
Yeah, it was a good finish.
So a very good finish, yeah.
Across the goal,
we
talked about in the garden the other day when we was working on finishing.
Yeah.
If you're at that angle, you don't shoot near post, you go across the goalkeeper. That's what he did. He brought it down really well. Great touch and a great finish. Lovely movement to peel off the defender as well. Well found by Neto. Lovely little pass from him. So again, another nice goal. 3-2, but unfortunately, Raya, that was the end of the goal scoring. We couldn't then manage to find an equaliser, and the game again finished in defeat. I think that's winless in 5 now, I think, something like that, you know, so we're really struggling again now, aren't we? What's next on the agenda?
Next, it's Dylan's Back to the Day.
First of all, they were called West Bacon. Then they were called West Sausage. Then finally, they stuck with the name West Ham.
Well, thank you for that, Dylan. Next on the agenda is the player ratings.
Okay, so tell us what you've graded each individual player.
So, Patricio, I gave a 5. And it should have definitely saved the 3rd goal, I think. That was a bad mistake from him, I think.
Yeah, like we said earlier, you can put that down as another on the list where he could have done better. And there's been a few of them this season. But he did make a good save in the first half when he tipped one onto the post. Tipped it onto the post. So that was a good save from him, but he's conceded 3.
Yeah, and
in particular, the 3rd one, that's the one that's a problem in it. You know, another one you could say, oh, he should do better.
Yeah, and then Semedo gave him a 5 as well. He was part of a shaky defence.
Yeah, he was part of it.
It was a terrible defence, and he was part of it.
Yeah, you know, he was part of. He was one of a list of people who could have done better with, you know, people going round him too easy and not getting tackles. You can just put his name on that list with loads and loads of other people. So yeah, 5 for him.
Then Cody also a 5. I think Cody really struggles in the back 4. Actually, it don't suit him as well as the back 5 does.
So, you're right. Sais, I think, as well as better in the 5.
Yeah. I think it suits most of our defenders.
Yeah, there's only Bolly really who you could say
playing
a back 4 as a centre back. I don't know. Perhaps Kilman with some seasoning was very inexperienced. The back 4. We're in shambles. We're in absolute shambles with that back 4. Like you say, Cody's better in that back 5.
Yeah. Then Sais gave a 4. Lingard ran past him way too easily in
the first goal went round him way too easily, left him for dead. And just a shaky performance where, again, like other people, guilty of not getting close enough to people, not getting tackles in, giving people too much space, people running past our defenders. Yeah, he's another name on the list,
Then next is Nouri, I gave him a 5. He did come off, but he was trying to be positive.
Yeah, he did have a few runs forward.
He did.
And in the first half, he had that effort that just past the post. That was close. And if somebody had gambled around the far post, they could have got it up here. They had to tap in, but the room was static. Too static. So yeah, he did try to get forward in fairness to Ain't Nouri. So yeah, at least that's something positive you can say.
Next is Dendonka. I gave him a 6. He did score as well.
Scored a goal. Yeah, bump him up. Yeah.
He did miss a chance as well, and he wasn't tracking back enough.
Well, the thing is, Raya.
Slide as well.
Yeah, that's right. He was tracking back. But when he was there, he wasn't affecting nothing.
Yeah.
He just running next to folks.
Like,
Knock him over. Foul him if he got him. The 30 yards out. Get a yellow card. Stop the counter attack. Don't just keep running next to him. You ain't doing nothing. He's running next to somebody. You've got to get a tackle in. You've got to affect the play. But he did score a goal, which is good to see because so many times we've said Dendonka's going on the end of stuff and missing. Now today, he got the end of something and scored. But in the second half, he had a fantastic chance when the ball just rolled out to him. He was only 10 yards out or something. He scored it. I mean, he should have put that away.
Definitely.
You know, it's another bad miss. Who's next?
Next is Neves. He was booked. I gave him a 5. He was ran past too easily on the 3rd goal. That was
another player.
Another one.
Who are you looking at?
And he's running past too easy. Get a foot in.
He's running by people. Lingard just running past them.
And you're like, what?
Somebody get the foot in. Get your foot in. And then the second goal with 4 nails, again, he was one who could have been marking him tighter, you know, too much space in the box. Yeah, so again, another name on that list of really poor defensive displays.
Yep, next is Neto at 5 as well. He did have an assist, but some bad shots. Like,
I mean, he had a few efforts, and there was
like,
going everywhere.
Just
hit the target.
Aim.
And
Don't just whack
he
it.
was one of the players running back for that third goal. Again, he was running next to Lingard,
Next like that.
who didn't affect the play. Just didn't affect the play. Somebody has got to get the foot in, and if they don't win the ball, at least you fetch him down 40 yards out, 35 yards out, take a booking, that's it, end of the counter-attack. But like you say, the shooting was off from Neto today.
Yeah, it
but
was.
good assist for the goal, so that's one positive we can mention.
Yeah. Pedence, he came off. I gave him a 4. He only had half the game really, and I think he needs more time to like get back into the game and find himself again.
Yeah, we'll give him a bit more time, but today in half the game, not enough there.
It wasn't the best of him. Like,
needs, like you say, you're right. Just needs time. Give him a few games, and hopefully he's up to speed.
Yeah. Then Adama, I gave him a 6. A brilliant assist, but he didn't really affect the game enough in the second half.
Yeah.
He could have done more.
Second half,
To help
one enough that he did. I mean, that run and cross was absolutely fantastic.
Amazing,
You know, so for that alone, you can bump him a little bit higher than some other people. But second half, I wanted to see more from him. But you know, he was anonymous for lots of it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Just quiet, standing out there, not involved in the game.
You didn't see
We needed more from him in the second half.
Next is Jose. He came off. I gave him a 4. There was chances, but he's just not scoring.
This bloke's never going to score.
I mean, Silva came on as a sub
and got a goal.
And got a goal.
This bloke is never going to score. You know, I
know.
He's had chances today. Some games he don't have no chances. Today he's had a couple. One time early in the game, after a few minutes, he moved the ball nicely inside. He did well to make space for himself. Dragged his shot wide. From just inside the area. Should have done better. Should have scored really. You know, just find the corner of the net with that. And then that other one he had, 6 yards out, and the keeper saves it. Then Neto puts it over. Neto put the rebound. I mean, that's a terrible miss from Neto. It's worse than the Jose miss. At least Jose hit the target for the keeper to save it. He's got an open goal, and he puts it wide. But Jose should have scored his first chance. You know, this guy just looks like no matter what happens, I'm sure you could get the ball, put it on the line and say, tap that in, and somehow something would happen. The wind would blow it away, or it'd fall over, or something would happen. It just looks like the goal is not going to happen.
For a sub, Silva, as we've said, he scored. He's my man of the match.
A substitute gets man of the match.
You have to pick the sub because nobody did well. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, a substitute gets man of the match. Who came on for, how long did he come on for? 45 minutes, wasn't he? Oh, come on, start the second half, didn't he? 45 minutes, so he's only played half the game. Yeah. What did you give him, like, out of 10?
I gave him a 7.
7.
He had a good impact on the game.
That's
he scored as well.
Looks busy, looks lively, and that goal, you have to give him props for that because his control was lovely. Great first touch. That laid it right there for him to be able to hit it. Yeah. If it was a bad first touch and he had to retrieve wherever the chance has gone, the first touch has allowed the goal to be scored because he's got it just right. And then he slots it in like we was talking about, far post across the goalkeeper. Well done to Fabio Silva.
Yes. Next is Vitina. I gave him a 5. He didn't really open any doors. He didn't.
Now, he came on, he tried to make something happen. He'd get on the ball, he'd look this way, pass that way. Get on the ball, he'd look this way, pass this way, turn around, he'd pass that way. But for all his looking and passing and turning and passing and moving and passing, don't get anywhere. It was always just like in front of West Ham, never getting anything in behind, couldn't slot anybody in, couldn't find a killer pass, couldn't go around anybody to create anything. So he looked like he was trying to make something happen, but he had no success. No success.
Next is Hoover. I gave him a 5. He was only on a few minutes.
Oh, well,
you
couldn't give him really anything here, so 5, fair enough compared to everyone else, I suppose. What's next on the agenda?
Next is the general performance.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Go on then. First half.
First half I gave a 4 out of 10. 4. We created a lot of chances, scored a great goal. Yeah. But defensive, we was terrible.
Yeah, same old story. We've shown so many times this season. We've played with the back 4. We've played all the attacking players. We've got Pedence on. We've got Neto on. We've got Traore on. We've got Jose on. We've got Santa Claus on. We've got Jesus on. We've got everybody you could want on who can attack. Attack. Create. Oh, look at all that exciting. Soon as they go up the other end, oh, we can't defend now. And goal, game over. Yeah. We're rubbish trying to play that 4. We have not got the personnel to do it. They cannot defend in big spaces, these centre-backs. They cannot defend one-on-one. They need more protection. They need to be in a 5. They're not good enough to face people up one-on-one and have to deal with big spaces themselves in open ground. They need it compact, and they need bodies around them to protect them. What was you saying?
No, for second half.
Oh, that's a 4, was it, for the first half? Yeah,
it was 4. And then
second
half, it was a 6. We tried to fight back, but we just couldn't find that equaliser.
Yeah, better second half, so you give him a 6, better.
More positive and...
Well, it was positive first half. It wasn't we were all positive. We just couldn't bloody defend.
No.
Now, the second half, we didn't have as much defending to do, although we did have one let off when they had the goal ruled out for handball. Remember the handball? That could have been like the nail in the coffin. Yeah. But we carried on, we persevered, we managed to get 1 goal, but then after that, West Ham saw it out. You know, professionally, it was difficult to get in behind. They defended well, and we was trying this, we was trying that, but we're no real success. We don't make Fabianski have to do anything. So, you know, for all that huffing and puffing in the last quarter of an hour, we couldn't do anything to open the door to create a really good chance. So we faded out the game. West Ham just saw it out to get the 3 points.
They did. Then next on the agenda is...
Hang on a minute, what was your overall performance? Sorry. Yeah, because it's going to be a 5, isn't it? You said 4 first half, you've said 6 second half, so 5 overall.
Yeah, just awful defending, and we created and missed chances.
Well that's it. We created, very good, give them a tick, but then we missed. How many chances did we miss today? The finishing of these players is atrocious. The defending in a 4 and in that shape is non-existent. So for all the attacking players we got on, for all the chances we create, for all the touches in the opposition box we get, for all the attempts at goal, we come away with 0 points. 30 touches in the box. 20 attempts on goal, 66 possession. Add them all together. What do you get? 0. No points because you can't defend. You've got to start from the back. I know it's old school. But you build from the back. You get a solid base and you build from that. I think too many people want to move forward with something fancy and flamboyant. We haven't got the personnel. Set up with a 5, be solid, be difficult to beat. If we buy players that can play in a back 4, then we can try it again. If we buy players who can play midfield in a back 4, we can try it again. But at the minute, we need to play a 5 because we look so weak with a 4. Even if we had to have some boring 0-0s or we win a game 1-0, it's points that matter because we want 35 points. We play Fulham next time. Fulham. Now, if Fulham beat us, we're 6 points away from the relegation zone. 6 points away from the relegation goal. With 7 games to go. 6 points from 7 games. That's all it takes to change it around. So I'm still worried, and I still would like us to be more solid and get a couple of wins on the board before I relax. What's next on the agenda?
Next, it is the sign-off.
Okay, sign off. You do that.
Yeah. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on today's game, and make sure you join us next time for the Wolves versus Fulham match preview. Fulham. Yeah. What are you doing with that calculator?
I'm trying to work out how many goals we've conceded whilst playing a back 4. It's 375.